And it's interesting, isn't it, how sometimes not knowing what to say is precisely the place where all magic begins. Because I don't know what to say becomes a portal, a door, a divine disorientation into discovering that maybe, just maybe, there's something deeper, something more powerful, something already alive in you, just waiting to be remembered. You see, some people, they used to believe that they didn't know what to say, yet somehow they discovered, by not knowing, they became open. And by being open, they became present. And in presence, the words didn't have to come, because they were already there. And you don't have to believe this yet, but you might start to wonder, what would it be like to already be exactly the kind of person who finds just the right words at just the right time, and just the right people, with just the right rhythm? And isn't it curious how some people, without even trying too hard, just start speaking more freely? Because they remember that communication is not a performance, it's a pulse, a flow, an energy that listens as much as it speaks. Because every time I pause, I become more powerful. Every time I breathe, I become more clear. Every time I trust, I become more true. And it's all happening now. Underneath the words, beneath the thoughts, where the new beliefs are beginning to install. Maybe it's already happening. Maybe the part of you that used to hesitate has already stepped aside. So the deeper you, the wiser you, the more naturally eloquent you can rise. And it might sound strange at first, but that's what transformation feels like. A delightful confusion, a spinning certainty, an exciting uncertainty that proves you are shifting. Because maybe now you don't need to know what to say until it's time to say it. And when that moment comes, you'll learn, you'll feel it, you'll flow with it, and your words will feel like flying. Have you noticed how every moment of silence is just a space waiting to be filled with insight? Have you realised that the people who inspire the world the most, they're the ones who were once too scared to speak, until they decided their message mattered more than their fear? That's the difference between hesitation and expression, between doubt and destiny. The shift begins not in knowing, but in trusting. Trusting that the words will rise, just like the sun does, every single day, without asking permission. And now consider this. There are those who used to believe that confidence was something you earn after speaking. Yet they found that confidence is something you feel before the words ever arrive. So what if confidence isn't something you chase, but something you remember? Something that's always been there, like a warm ember, waiting for your breath to ignite it. And now imagine a version of you, so radiant, so grounded, so real, who walks into every room like they belong, because they've decided they do. A version of you who doesn't just speak to be heard, but speaks to be felt, because presence is louder than perfection. And people listen, not because you perform, but because you believe what you're saying. And belief is contagious. And as you're hearing this, you might already feel certain ideas shifting deep inside your mind, as if the furniture of thought is rearranging itself to make space for something new, something bold, something undeniably you. Because the mind isn't a container, it's a creator, and you are the artist of your internal universe. So let's keep painting. Let's install. Because the more you hear, the more you remember. You are enough. You are magnetic. You are momentum. You are meaning. You are a mystery. You are mastery. I'm capable of expressing myself clearly and confidently. Every conversation builds my power. Every silence sharpens my wisdom. Every question expands my presence. So ask yourself this: How does it feel to become the person who always finds the right words? And then don't answer that. Just let your unconscious mind do what it does best, because it's already learning, through metaphors, rhythms, loops and echoes, already sorting, organising, rewiring. As the new operating system installs itself, as you begin to realise, hesitation was never a block, just a signal that transformation was beginning. And now, with every breath, with every beat, with every silent pause between thoughts, you are becoming a speaker of truth, a conduit of confidence, a master of presence. Not because you try, but because you allow. Because the old belief, I don't know what to say, was just a seed. And now you're blooming into someone who doesn't need to know, because you trust you already do. So speak or don't. And when you do, let it come from the place that never needed fixing, only remembering. And maybe, just maybe, you're starting to realise now, the person you've been waiting to become has already been listening from deep inside you this whole time.